Okay, welcome to part 2 of formatting music for my wedding music app. Thanks for watching these, and your attention is greatly appreciated to making these parts look really nice for the players and professional. And I'm going to do a part here that has that's laid out on 2 pages. So I'm going to go to the Rose Medre piece that we were working on, and I'm going to look at I'm going to extract parts again. Remember, we go, and I'm going to also, before we extract parts, look at this score a little bit in 50% zoom. Again, look for things that are colliding or crossing over as you kind of eye over the whole part. Look for repeats. We always want repeats to be in places, again, at the beginning of the system or the end of a system, so the players can read the part very easily. Make sure there's plenty of room for between systems too. That helps for reading. It also helps when you want to put markings in with a pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and extract the other 2 parts that we're missing, which are what? Oh, back to finale. We have the cello and the viola, so I'm going to do the violin 1, violin 2. Extract just violin 1, violin 2. Making this file name a little more reasonable. And let's back up to 60% to look at the score. Okay, so we don't need it to be 3 pages. Well, there's 2 ways that I can fit this onto 2 pages. One is I can take the percentage tool, click in the left-hand corner right here, and just try it 98%. No, let's try 97% until it fits. 96, 95. Okay. That looks pretty good, and the reader, the person who's reading this part, can see the music. You don't want it to be so small that they might have a hard time reading it. But this looks good to me, and I'm looking for collisions, and I don't see any collisions with the footer down here, so that's good. Now, let's say, for instance, you ended up with a part that looked a little bit like this. So you ended up with this, like 2 measures on the last system. The way you would fix that would be, you could mess around with the percentages, or you could select with your selection tool a couple of the measures from the previous system and combine them onto the last system. That's what I prefer you do. By pressing Control M, fit measures, and then go lock selected measures into one system. Boom, just like that, and then you can look at it. You want everything to be evenly spaced out. So this looks ready to go. It's all ready to go. Another thing you can do, I don't know if I mentioned this, if you want to space out the systems a little bit more to give more space between systems, you would select the staff tool, go select all measures, take this left-hand part here, left-hand selector, and move it up and down, and just until you have everything where you want it to be. So as you can see, then also you always want to Control U, which is update layout. Control U after you do an update like that, just to make sure everything's laying out correctly. So I could still tweak it some more like this, like probably right there. That brought it back to where we had it before. So that's another trick you can use to space out. You can use the percentage to space things, and you can also use the staff tool to space. Now, if I wanted this whole page, all of the music, to move together as a unit over this page, all I would do would be to take the staff tool, don't select any of the measures, just grab that little box there and just move it, just like that. So that's another way you can move things around. But you notice that it's moving all of the music on this page as one. Okay, so those are some tools that you can use to lay out the music and the parts. Very important to save these parts in addition to the PDF files that you're saving. So I'm going to save as, make sure I'm in the right folder. Violin 2. I'm going to print a PDF file, Qt PDF it, so it's ready to go. Get back to the right directory again. Alright, then let's do the violin 1 part. Go out to 50%. Remember, Control Alt 0 is a quick thing for zooming out. And I'm going to space these out just a little bit. give some more space between the systems. So I just hit the staff tool, get that little box, and move it just like that. Now I'm going to Control U to update layout. Now that put it onto 3 pages. So we're going to do this. We're going to go back here and pull that up and be really careful. I'm going to change the percentage to 98. And looks really good to me. There's 3 measures here at the end, so if I wanted to put 4 on the end to make it look a little better, I could do that. I could use the selector, select those measures, and then go Control M, then lock selected measures into one system. If I wanted to do that, but it looks pretty good, so I'm just going to leave that. The footer at the bottom looks great, so I'm going to save as to the correct directory. Maybe you know how to do this better than I do, but that's how I do it at this point. And then I'm going to print to a PDF file. Correct directory, violin 1. It looks like I'm missing the viola part, so I'm going to go grab the viola part. Let's go out, zooming out. Looks wonderful. There's no collisions at the bottom of the page with the footer, so I'm printing the cute PDF. And then I'm going to close it, Control W, and then I'm going to print the score. I'm going to make sure that I have score in the title here. In the correct directory, good, closed. Okay, so all of those files are now ready to combine into one PDF file. We have 5 PDF files: score, violin 1, violin 2, viola, cello. We are now going to combine those into one PDF. That's the next part.